Wow. Ko Marie! How are you, loves? I don't even know how to stream anymore. How do people talk? How do people do this thing? How do they do the streamy thing? Where do I even start? Ko Marie! How's everybody? It's been a while. I'm talking like I left for like months. It was like a week and a half, but still. The fact that I'm like so specifically counting week and a half, it's because it was also tough on my side. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for those members and that super thank you. Felt like a year. It's been too long. Definitely. Where's the milk? I put it in the fridge. I swear to God, there's milk in there. It was not me starting everything with a lie. I promise. I've been working really hard. There's been too much on my plate. Sorry. I've been thinking on like what to say and how much to say today. But I always get nervous when I start thinking about it. Hi, you loves. What were you doing this past almost 2 weeks? You miss me? I really missed you. I really did miss you. I didn't even know if I should come back today or not. We've been struggling reading every single Streamlabs that you guys sent me. Thank you for keeping me up to date. It really did help me. Welcome back. I also just finished my vacations and the timing is not at all suspicious that we both return to work the same day. It was fate. Happy 9 months. Cool money! I am not missing the milk. I swear to God. I have milk in the fridge. You pervert. That's happy 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you. And happy 9 months. Thank you so much for that membership. I missed you guys too. Happy 8 months, Creed. Oh my God. That pause. I had to. Something was registering in my brain. I was like, I forgot how utterly filthy the internet can be. Closes an R18 Yaoi tab that I currently have on my phone. Disgusting people. They'll think about one thing. What happened to all my curated pure spaces? I hope you're relaxed at the very least. Not yet, but I wanna work. Am I weird? Am I weird for feeling this way? You had that here? It's like I want to work. Otherwise, I think it's gonna get worse. And or if we abide by this weird transparent rules of like, I'm not ready, it's probably gonna take months. And I was already suffering after 1 week. I think working helps a lot to your mental health. Honestly, everything, in my opinion. Well, as long as you keep a healthy relationship with your work. You get stir crazy without streaming to. I do. There's people throwing shit at like certain audiences for being parasocial, and they low-key do deserve it. But then I'm like, but who am I to judge? Do I really have the right to throw rock at them? When that might be us parasocial differently, but very much parasocial towards my work. Do I really have any right? Look at that free rock. Stop. Completely understandable. Sometimes working at your own pace keeps you occupied. It really does. As much as I don't want to be back at work, I do like feeling useful and good at my job. I like having... I don't know. I like focusing on stuff and having... I like the feeling of being busy. Is that weird? I like the feeling of being busy and having lots to do on my table. But like not the emotional distress stuff. But like things that I genuinely do enjoy in my job. I'm like struggling like, do I pick wool or do I pick Silent Hill? Oh, the woes of my work. So hard. But I like having those. I don't know, it feels like I'm doing something. No, you do not. Like, I guess we can both be honest with each other then. It's because she has ADHD. I don't have ADHD. She needs all the different stimulus for the brain. I do not. It hasn't even been 5 minutes, motherfuckers. By the way, this stream is gonna be very short. I just wanted to come back and say hi and hello, and I missed you. Just imagining myself like the dad coming with like those cheap Latin American groceries bags, and I have like 2 bags of milk and I put them on the table and I'm like, how are you, son? Have you been doing okay? And while you're like in the middle of answering me, wow, look at the time. I'll see you later, son. I hope you have an amazing week. Keep me updated on your life. I put the milk on the table. Tell your mom I miss her and I love you. Bye. That's literally this stream. To be honest, my friend's dad passed away just 1 year after retiring. Oh man. People like us need something to do to avoid melting away. I think it applies to everybody. Retired people or not retired people like us. Oh man. Well, at least he didn't die while working. While being a work slave to society. See you later, son. Are you winning? Please keep on winning. Keep your father in your thoughts. Get a cat. I have a dog. Mimi. If anything, she's been very, very much important to me this past week and a half. She's been one of the main motors that keeps me going, if I'm being quite honest here. Most present dad. You may call me Papi. Make Papi proud. And it's me. Has she been behaving? She has. I've been hanging out with my parents quite a lot. I have so much to tell you. But like, not the whole story, but like very much. If you remember, you might know that I quite literally had like an emotional meltdown. I laugh to keep it funny and light, but that's what it was. I had an emotional meltdown on stream on our watch along. That sus watch along VOD of 6 hours. Very much normal looking at the surface because watch alongs are 6 hours long. Nothing wrong happened in the 6-hour watch along VOD. That's one way to solve the membership. Oh my gosh. I think too many too many things are happening in my family that had me emotional distressed. It was very much not like emotional drama, but like you guys know how much I love my parents. And I just didn't know how to cope with lots of things. It's not things that were happening like a week or 2 weeks ago. I was probably putting up with it for like the past 3 weeks before that stream. So Mommy's health took a wild turn into bad. Like, she went to the doctor to do her usual... You know how you have to go to the doctor and do like an annual checkup? I haven't done those in like 6 years, but... but she did. And she had a very, very, very scary result. She had done was it an echo? I don't remember what it was. I think it was an echo. And the right half of her liver, the doctor said that she saw like lots of little tiny dots. And it was very worrisome. And I was there with her. And I might be a dropout med student, but I still am a half med student. And I was checking the echo she was doing it, and I instantly frowned when I saw it because I was like, what is that? Like, I don't like what I'm seeing. And the first thing that I thought was, well, there's cancer history in our family. Like, I feel like I always tend to catastrophize everything. By the way, sorry, I'm gonna be drama. What's the word? Drama venting? Is that a thing? Just want to explain a little bit, like put all the cards on the table, explain why I was a little bit gone and cuckoo. Yeah, trauma dumping, drama venting. Yeah, trauma dumping. So I was like, well, there's different cancer histories in my family. My uncle, which was my papi's father, I think he died of how do I say this organ in English? I'm not sure if it's the same, but just with like this gringo pronunciation. Is it? It is. It's colon. I think he died, it was so many years ago. So he died of colon cancer, which is a very, very aggressive cancer. You say in Spanish, colon. Just let me check. Yeah, I think you just say colon. He died of colon cancer. My aunt, she's still alive, but she had uterus cancer. One of my, I don't know what she is. She is the sister to my nonna. Not sure how to call that kind of a member. She died of liver cancer. And I have that very much present because I remember that lady to be, she was a very, like, a pale skinned lady. She was naturally blonde, very light blue eyes. And she was very fancy looking. Like, she always used makeup. She always wore fancy clothes, and she walked very straight. She was extremely racist, but living that aside, living that aside, I have it really present because that's the picture that I had in my mind of her. But then cancer pretty much destroyed her. I don't feel that bad anymore. I know. She was very kind to me, I guess. You can guess why she was very kind to me. But cancer pretty much ate her away. It destroyed her. Like, the last picture that I had of her is not very nice. Like, yeah, it was eating her entire body, and my mind kind of, you know how your mind sometimes is very cruel? It was like 3 seconds that I saw that weird echo, and the first image that popped in my mind was that lady in our family. And obviously my heart dropped to my stomach. And then I immediately looked at the doctor, and she also had the same frown. Oh my god, I want to cry right now. But like, nothing bad has happened, don't worry about that. So I was like, ugh. So the lady told my mommy exactly the same thing, that she didn't like what she was seeing. And it's like have you seen in those medicine shows when the doctor tries not to alarm anybody with a diagnosis they have in your mind, but they clearly scare the patient? Like, they're doing their best, but if anything, it's kind of counterproductive. That's pretty much what happened. She was like, well, I still don't know. It's nothing too alarming just yet. And then she was like, but I would go right now as fast as I can. Get those exams done ASAP. And I was like, oh my god. And I don't think I can imagine how my mommy was feeling at the moment. Yeah, it's very scary. I don't want to panic you, but I want you to panic right now. Don't hyperventilate though. It's an emergency, don't run! It felt like that. So she asked her to do like a bunch of different blood exams, and she asked her to do what's the other imaging that's like way more accurate than just an echo? I forgot. Yeah, don't panic, but be urgent. Like, I want to see those exams as fast as you can get them. Is it an MRI? It is an MRI. Because she said, like, listen, I don't like what I'm seeing. But then again, I want to know what I'm seeing better. And an echo is not enough, so I'm just gonna ask you to do an MRI. And you know how healthcare is everywhere. I'm so happy that I'm not living in the States anymore, because I think it would have been worse. But it was like a week and a half, which is like, by the way, nothing compared to like other people. I am extremely, well, my mom is extremely privileged to have, she has an entirely different medical system than I do. Because she's married to Papi, and Papi's healthcare and stuff works differently. Blah, blah, blah. So she had to wait a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, to get the MRI, which is extremely fast compared to other people that have to wait for months to get a specialist. But still, can you, I was not working properly. I was not working properly because you're left with that for an entire week and a half. So I was pretty much crying every night. I don't know how to go around it, but to say it like it was, I was not functioning. Woo! Just got in, but welcome back. Thank you! Oh my god. It was so bad. Like, I was just not functioning. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't play games. I couldn't read my yaoi. I couldn't watch any series. I was just existing and crying and calming down and eating and then trying to calm down again and then cry myself to sleep. And I would do that without my mom being present because I didn't want to alarm her. So bad. Oh my god, I'm crying just from remembering. This is not a sad story, by the way. It doesn't have a sad ending. It was just, I remember the distress, and I'm like, and I have like every single little hair spring up from just remembering. It was hell. Unstoppable anxiety doesn't number you. Oh my god, I don't know how to explain my train of thought. I was like, I sang a mother song last year. Like, my brain was definitely not helping me. Oh my god. I lost 5 kilos in a week, which is very, very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. And then she had her MRI, and then we had to wait a little bit because there's like multiple images. Like MRI? Yeah, because I was barely eating, chat. It was so bad. Like I was not having a nice time. I was just not eating. And then the little bit that I would eat, I would pretty much like vomit because I was so anxious. I was not having a nice time. I was just like I was like, whoever is listening to me. I was like so desperate. You know when a desperate person becomes religious. Have you seen that one meme from like the Mummy movie of the dude taking out like different religious bracelets? Not bracelets. Different religious necklaces, and he's like trying one. This one, no. The other one, okay. That was me. That was me at night. I was like, I don't know who the fuck is listening, and I don't even know what to call you, but I swear to God. I was like, I don't even know if it's one or if it's multiple, but listen to me, I'm begging you. I'm telling it right now as if it's a joke, and I'm making fun of it. But that's how bad it was. That's how deep I was. In the dark well. Oh yeah, I was like, surely one of them will work. Definitely not catastrophizing. Is that how you say it? Everything. And then she took the MRI, and we had to wait because they have to analyze it, because MRI pretty much works like so many pictures, so they can get like a full, well, not a 3D, but you know what I mean, like a full picture of what your body looks like. And that was like another week for some reason. Oh my God, if somebody has like final stage of cancer, they're gonna fucking die in the system. So that was another week, and that's pretty much, that was like my last stream. I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm gonna go without schedule this week, guys. We'll see if we can stream here and there. I couldn't. Yeah. I had my heart on my hand. I said that I wanted to work. My initial thought for the little break that I had was I want to focus on work, but I couldn't do anything. I did not get a single thing done because I was running from left to right, and I decided to stay with my parents for a couple days because it was horrible. It was very horrible days. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, this was so horrible. My cousin had an accident. She was riding her bike. She's a doctor, by the way. She was riding her bike, and then I still don't have the, this happened a couple of days ago. I still don't have the details clear because they didn't let me visit. She's in a really bad state. I'm not sure if it was a car or if it was a bike that hit her from behind. She was on a bicycle, by the way, not a bike, not a motorcycle, a bike, a normal bike. And I'm not sure if it was a motor from behind or if it was a car. Anyways, they hit her from behind, and you guys know how, I don't know if you realize how much strength and power there is. Like if you're like riding your bike and you use your brakes really strong, you're probably gonna go fly forward. You're just literally gonna just jump out of the bike, and you're pretty much flying. And that's just from using your brakes like very abruptly. Just imagine a car hitting you from behind. And as if it wasn't that scary enough, she pretty much like flew. I thought this is stuff that I thought only happened in the movies. And like that's the image that they gave me. She was pretty much like flying, like mid-flying, and then another car hit her from the side. So she currently is in intensive care right now. And I spiraled again. I spiraled again because I'm the only member of the family that can donate blood to her. So obviously I ran to the hospital so they could get my blood, but then they told me I was severely underweight. So I couldn't. I thought if it was an emergency, they would still take a little bit. I think I'm gonna go bald from this stress. Oh. So in my cuckoo-ness. Oh, I'm sorry to make you feel bad. I am so sorry. Just wanted to like describe everything like super generally of like why it kind of disappeared. So I was juggling that. And I was juggling my mommy thing. And then I was spiraling. Underweight, you were very thin before this. In my opinion, I was average. You need to be at least 50 kilos to donate blood, they told me. Well, I'm 150. I'm 150 centimeters. I'm a very small person. And they said that I needed to be at least 50 kilos to be able to donate blood. Even though I was telling them if they could just grab a little bit. Like at least half of what they usually take, but they wouldn't let me. So obviously I spiraled again. I spiraled again. I was like that one Korean drama on my knees crying in the hospital. Like, I was not doing okay. How are you feeling right now? I'm feeling much better. Well, like a couple of days ago, last week. No. When was it? Was it Sunday? What day is it? It's Thursday. Oh, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Mommy results came, and she had nothing. I still told her to get a second echo just in case, because I'm still on my nerves. I was angry, but at the same time, a bunch of it lifted. I was like, I need you to get a second echo. I know that MRI is very, very reliable. It's way better than an echo. But I was like, I need you to do another echo with another doctor just in case. I was so angry, but I was so happy. Obviously, my mommy told the entire family because my entire family was also like on the edge waiting for the results to come out. But then we got the news of my cousin. So I was like, I wanted to go back on Monday. Actually, I was like, oh, my mommy's not gonna die. I'm so happy I can finally go back to work tomorrow. And then my cousin thing happened, and I was like, maybe not. I was like, I need a couple days. It was like one thing after the other. It was literally one thing after the other. Like, I kid you not, it was the worst 3 weeks that I've ever had in my life yet. Like, I was crying from relief. Because mommy's liver seemed to be okay. And the doctor said, like, maybe it's a faulty echo. And I was like, yeah, I want you to do another echo with another device. Thank you very much. And then we go back home and then we celebrate with empanadas and night. It was literally, we celebrated that day with empanadas, and on the same night, our aunt called us to tell us about when my aunt called my mommy because she knew I was the only one that had the same blood type as hers. She's, by the way, my blood is not something very uncommon. If anything, it's one of the most common blood types out there. I'm A positive, but for some fucking reason, they moved her from another hospital. By the way, the hospital that was attending her had a shortage of blood. Even though I would think that A positive is not weird at all. And the other person that could donate from my family is my brother, because my brother has O negative. But the thing is, we have something running in our family. Not me, but like it runs through my mommy's bloodline. Does that work? No. May he rest in peace. Used to donate a lot of blood because that part of the family produces a lot of blood cells. So they have to constantly donate blood, or else their blood becomes too thick, and that's very dangerous as well. So Nono had it, my mommy has it, and my brother has it. I think me and my sister are fine. So my brother donates blood monthly, and he had already donated blood because it happened this week. He always donates blood the first week of the month. So my aunt called us because she knew I had the same blood as her, and because she knew that if it didn't work out, my brother could donate because he's O negative. But then my brother couldn't donate either because he had already donated. Oh my god, so that was another ordeal that we had to deal with. Ugh. Wait, really? Yeah, they didn't, for some reason, they didn't let him donate again. I didn't know that they were so uptight with this. I was like, this is a fucking emergency. At least take half of what you can take from me. I'm not gonna die if you take half of it. Can you not? And they're like, no, I'm sorry, we have a protocol. Hello? And then with my brother, they're like, no, you can only donate once a month. And we already took a lot from you. According to the chart, like week and a half ago, we cannot. And I was like, he's not gonna die. How long does the blood take to riff? I actually don't know. See, they can use half the whole is the minimum, and they won't end your life for someone else's life. I don't think I will die if they take half of it. No, I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know. But yeah, I spiraled. I remember that I spiraled because I was not yelling. I was not being rude to the nurses. I was pretty much begging. I was not yelling and telling every staff useless and I hope all of you die. I was pretty much begging. So in my cuckoo-ness, I don't know, I tend to spiral and take decisions when I'm like highly emotional. But in my cuckoo-ness, I was like, Dad, what can I do to like get my weight up, but like not full of fat? Because they also take into account your fat percentage and your muscle percentage. And my dad was like, well, you could build up muscle. So literally since Monday, this is so stupid, I don't know. So since Monday, I've been like customizing my diet to be like highly protein diet. I bought myself, yeah, time to work out. Yeah, I bought myself Waze. I bought myself a running. I'm not kidding. I'm like laughing because it seems like such a clown thing to do. But I bought myself a running mat. and it have like little waves, and I'm like I'm like customizing what I eat right now to like focus a lot on protein. It's literally been 4 days. I'm obviously not gonna make it in time. My cousin probably already 100% sure she already got blood from somebody else, but I really needed this for my mental health. Like, yeah, I was like, I need to gain muscle in 24 hours. I need to gain 7 kilos of muscle right now. Starts running for 4 days. So that's what's happening recently. It's been helping a lot. Well, and I'm gonna be honest. I love my cousin. She's one of the ones that I don't hate. I actually am very fond of my cousin, but like 90% of all bad things were pretty much lifted when we got mommy's results back. Rare positive extended family member. Yeah, it's one of those rare ones. The 3% that I don't hate. Which is why you also need to understand why I was spiraling. Also because I had come out from like my mommy's whole thing and I was not mentally there. It sounds very dramatic, but I was really not mentally there. So that's why I spiraled easier. Doesn't matter, they can't do half because it is not enough for a transfusion. I know, but I was just desperate. I was like, whatever can work, but you know how a desperate person's mind works. It doesn't. That's the whole point. Yeah, I feel a little bit better telling you guys this because it kind of has a closing chapter, which is my mommy. Nothing bad happened. If something bad would have happened, I don't even want to think about it. I don't know if I would even be streaming right now. Probably not. I don't know. But I remember like almost 2.5 weeks ago when I was trying to open up a membership, I really couldn't do it. I was like, I just couldn't. And I felt, looking back at the VOD, I sounded crazy. Because I was crying to you guys for no reason. I'm like that. It was like that one anime protagonist of like, I cannot tell you yet. I'm doing this for you, but I just cannot tell you yet. Something big is waiting for you. I just cannot tell you yet. But I was struggling. Thank you for being there, by the way. And being utterly confused and lost. You guys were probably like, now what do I do? What do we do with this? What am I supposed to do? Pats you in the back. Oh my god. I would feel bad if you worked while this was going on. I just couldn't. I don't know. I wish I think this was a lesson for me in the way of I need to sort my shit out. I need to pull myself together. And maybe I'm being a little bit too rash, but maybe not. I think if something really bad happens at some point to my family, I don't know, I just fucking destroyed myself, guys, in 1 week. I cannot believe I lost 5 kilograms in 1 week. I need to not completely break myself down when it happens, because it will happen. So I need to work out on that. If it's something that this horrible experience left me with. Do you eat today? I ate lunch, yes, and I made chicken soup I did not finish cooking it. It's in the kitchen. Probably gonna eat after this stream. It's gonna be very short. We're gonna go back to the normal streams tomorrow, hopefully. I really want to play Silent Hill. Oh, my cousin is stable right now, by the way. She's in a very bad shape, yes, but she's stable right now. I don't know, I really thought she was gonna fucking die. That's why I was so desperate. I was like, you don't understand. She's gonna die if you don't take my blood, please. That's really how cuckoo I was with the nurses. I felt bad for them. Now that I'm a little bit more relaxed and look back to it, I really feel so bad for the medical stuff because I was literally crying my eyes out and begging them, she's gonna die if you don't take my blood, please. At least just take half of it. Is she conscious? She is. She is. They thought that she was bleeding internally because her belly was very... Oh, that was so scary. My aunt sent me pictures because they still don't let us visit her. She's just my aunt. She sent us a picture and I noticed her belly was swollen. And once again, my mind was like, she's bleeding internally. That was the first thing that I saw. And I was just telling my mom, don't let me see anything more, please. Just tell me if she's okay. Later or not, but please do not keep me updated. This is not doing anything good to my state of mind right now. It was not, the swelling is going down. She does need a physical check on the back, which is a little bit worrisome. One of... I don't know, I hope nothing is wrong. But like one of the discs, like just imagine like a ball. Like a really swollen ball right in the middle of your back, but like right on the spine. That's currently the very, very worrisome thing. But that's why they transferred her to another hospital. So that she could be checked out by like an actual spine doctor. Because when they showed me that picture, I was like... So they need to... But they needed to stabilize her first before... I have no clue what's going on with her spine. I haven't received any update yet. I think they were focusing on stabilizing her first before doing that. I don't know why they couldn't do it all at the same time. In the medical shows that I've seen. I was like, I'm pretty sure that you can stabilize her while checking the spine, because how are you gonna stabilize her fully without knowing how much you can move her? Or if you're doing like damage to the spine, or I don't know. I guess the medical system sucks everywhere. And maybe I should stop watching so many medical shows. Yeah. But yeah, right now her... Oh my god, it's so... Okay, this is just very superficial, but it's just shocking when you see it. Like her knees are super swollen. Like super swollen. And I mean, her legs are swollen, but like her knees are very shocking. It's like two balls. And like all, I'm not even kidding, from like the side of her butt all the way to her ankle, all that skin is gone. I'm sure that she probably, well, she got hit by 2 cars, so I guess, and on the side, so I guess she fell on her side, and then from the impulse she pretty much just slid on the pavement for a while. And that pretty much like took the skin off her leg, her right leg. It was all across all the leg vertically. Gosh. Plus, I still don't understand the back injury. I don't know how she fell. I don't know. My theory, which I told my mom, was she probably slid on the pavement and then she probably like on her side is what I mean. And then she probably hit the back of her back with the... How do you call the section where people walk? Maybe with like the... How do I call that? I don't even know how to call it in Spanish. Yeah, the sidewalk. Maybe she hit maybe she flew so much. I don't know. On the pavement, and then her back, like in one of those movies, you know, when they throw you against the wall, maybe her back hit the edge of the sidewalk, probably, and then it hit right in the middle of the back, and that's how she got that like hit point. I don't know. I still don't know what the fuck happened. But it's just me theorizing based on like what I saw on how she was. Ko Marie. I don't know. Did they catch who hit her? No, the motherfucker ran. It was a hit and run. That's the first thing that I asked. Like, I started crying, and then in my anger, like that, it was kind of scary because my tears switched in like 0.1 milliseconds into pure anger. And I asked if they had stopped the two dudes. The first one and the second one, and none of them stopped. Like, the first one just continued because it was like a bump. Like, oh yeah, whatever, I bumped a bicycle. And the other one that hit her pretty badly on the side, he just kept going. They didn't catch a single one of them. So they're currently as well looking into if they can get the cameras. If the angles of the cameras of the street she was at even caught it, if it's on tape. They need to check that. I don't know why the fuck they're taking so long. I would have done that in like the first 24 hours. That's just me, but you know how incompetent a lot of the system is. I feel angry now. Yeah. I went from angry back to like panic. Because then she brought the blood thing, so we kind of pretty much ran to the hospital. And we couldn't get our blood, so they pretty much like moved her in an emergency to another one that has... That part of the family also has like a different healthcare because... I'm not sure, the ex-husband is a military guy, so I think it's like... I'm not sure. I'm like trying not to dox, but also I just don't understand how that part of the family works. They just have a different system. I have a normal one. It is private. I'm paying private. It is very expensive, but I just don't fucking know if I'm gonna die tomorrow. So I want to be covered. My mommy has a different one because it's my puppy's company. And then that cousin has a different healthcare system because her dad is from the military, so they get a different thing, and they also get like different hospitals. I was hit by a car as a teenager, but my skull bashed the windshield and my bike went under the car and totaled it. No, they showed me the picture of the bike too. It's like it looks like the wheels of the bike it looks like as if a Hulk had like squashed them and then twisted them. Both of them. No, that bike was also super totaled. That's when I kind of like registered once again the strength that a car has at the end of the day. Like, I know that riding a motorcycle is already pretty dangerous enough, but at least they have a fucking helmet and the motorcycle is like a little bit heavier. But a bike's nothing. Might as well you be walking. If anything, maybe walking is low-key less dangerous because you don't have the speed of the bike. You're just walking. Yeah, both of the wheels look like squished and like twisted. It was... That's how strong it was. So the medical shows skip time between the stabilization needed for each body part. Also, if they can drain it, the back which hurts a lot, it will reduce damage to the bones. I have no clue what's going on with the spine, but they just really wanted to check if she was bleeding from the inside because they did notice that the belly a little bit swollen, but it wasn't. It was just from, I don't know, from the shock. I don't know. She does have a couple ribs broken. I mean, I feel like that's the least that could happen when a car fucking hits you on the side. At least it's not like a rib puncturing the lungs or something horrible like that. Jesus Christ. No, I still remember mommy also had an accident a couple. It was very recent too, but I think it was like last year. Oh my god, that was enough. That's what I told my parents. You are not gonna live in that town anymore. Remember when I told you that Papi and Mommy, they had bought like a retirement house, which lasted like, I don't even think that it lasted more than 2 years or maybe 3 years. I'm not sure. I was very lucky from being hit. I only have 2 tiny scars and no feeling the inside of my knee. Oh my god. Is that good? You were cold? Okay, yeah. Now they decided, well, now it's been a while. They decided to sell the house because of the accident that Mommy had with the bike. Yeah, my mommy got hit my mommy also got hit when she was riding a bike and she was going down a mountain. So even more impulse. And she obviously broke the like a bone in her hand, the wrist, and also they call it the biker bone because every biker breaks it all the time. The clavicle. And obviously in that little town that they love a lot, they don't actually have like a real emergency centers. They don't have surgeons. They don't have something super specialized like a hand surgeon. So they had to come back here to get treated. And from here to the little town is like 3 hours or something. So I was like, listen, I was like, after all of that happened and I was a little bit more calmed, enough to nag my parents. I was like, listen, you were lucky because like, I'm pretty sure the trouble must have been extremely painful because you're traveling with like multiple bones broken. But also, I just want you to put yourselves in my shoes as your daughter. You get a call and somebody tells you your papi or your mommy they got, how do I say that? Oh, it's so short. They got a stroke. And I was like, you guys are not gonna make it. If any of you gets a stroke from age, you guys are not gonna make a 3-hour emergency ride to the hospital. You are not living there anymore. That's really what I told them. I was like, you guys are not living there anymore. And they were like, yeah, but the little town is so pretty and it's so calm. And it's like cheaper. And I was like, you guys are not living there anymore. You're gonna sell the house. So they're still trying to sell it because who the fuck buys houses in 2026? I was like, you are not living there anymore. Are there cookies to go with? No, just trauma dumping. Enjoy. Have a glass of milk. Because I live in a lot of indigenous areas. Hospital care with ERs can be miles and miles away. Yeah, when you get like a real time urgent thing, you guys are not surviving a 3-hour emergency ride. Are you kidding me? If we buy the house, can we try Mari Mama's bread? Sure. But I'll probably take the baker's name sticker off so you cannot dox her. And I'll just bag it in a random Ziploc bag so you also cannot track her bakery. And I'm gonna drop it in the mail. So you're just gonna get a random Ziploc bag with like baked goods randomly in your mail. And I'm just gonna write a very scary handwritten note, don't tell anybody. And put it in the Ziploc bag just to freak out the delivery guys. Is Mari Mom okay now? She is. It was a horrible scare. A very horrible scare that could have been solved in 4 days if the system was extremely perfect. But it lasted like 3 weeks and a half, I think. Almost an entire month. Where I was not in a good mind, in a good space mentally or emotionally. But it was all but a scare. There's a lot of buts and a lot of things that make me angry. And a lot of things to learn from it. But at the end of the day, it was all but a scare. So everything's fine. At least with mommy. I can breathe. I can eat my chicken soup and actually hold it in. So that's what happened. I feel like I'm living in a telenovela the past 2 weeks. Horrible. I'm happy to be back. That's what happened. Not the kind of horror that I like. I would appreciate it if it don't scare me ever again. Ever. It's not funny. Hippo happy 8 months. Who is this mysterious streamer? Me after 5 minutes in front of the mirror. How do we do this thing? What do I even talk about? Should I talk about this? Is it like oversharing? But like, how can I casually go back after not doing anything for a week? How do I tell them? How do I explain what happened before I left? It was like a normal stream? Well, let me look at my channel. Was it like a normal stream and then the cuckoo one in members? I was like, how do I explain what how to explain what happened before I left? Quite literally. It was a very short Xenoblade stream. It was like a 2-hour Xenoblade stream and the meltdown. And the 6-hour meltdown. Donna Wold. Make it another. Make it into another ice cream Oreo cake stream. I'm gonna puke and cry. Like, no. Oh my gosh. It was rough. I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing right now because I can laugh, and that's literally how I cope with it. Full circle, fuck you. And I just cope with this that way. It was so bad. It was so bad. Now I can actually go back to stream, but also I can actually sit down and work on the things that I said I was gonna work on a week ago. I feel bad for people waiting on me, but I explained to a couple of them. Not all my friends know, by the way. They're probably gonna watch this VOD and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I am so sorry I poked you the other day because I haven't been answering till I opened Discord today. I opened Discord today to find like a bunch of messages of friends asking me because that man's so utterly chronically online that if I disappear for more than 4 days, my friends worry. So you weren't gonna get a BBL baby with this natural body that I was given by the gods? Blessed to mold it in Latin America? Me, a BBL? Bitches out there be getting BBL to be looking like me. Anyways, sorry. So, one of the few things that I can be proud about. I feel the vibe was off, but I'm glad you're okay now. I'm sorry. I made you guys worry. I know. That's why I kind of wanted to touch on it. But I just didn't know how. I was like, this is so awkward. But also, that watch along was kind of crazy. I was like, hello guys, how are you doing? We're gonna watch a movie. Smiles. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I should have streamed today. Do you want to watch a movie? It was so random. I'm so sorry. I was hanging out by a thread. I was not okay.
I left myself alone with my thoughts for 3 seconds in that stream and I broke down. I was like, who wants to watch a movie about magic?
Oh my god. Hey Maddie, Motorsports could just lost a giant about 3.5 hours ago.
What the fuck? What?
Could you sing a melody to cheer me up a bit? In the wing of an angel.
What the fuck is that? Happy 5 months. Why is everybody dying right now?
There's also like a really famous Colombian singer, Totola Momposina, that also died. I think it was yesterday. There's a bunch of people dying this week. It's a bad omen. It's a bad omen, I'm telling you. What the hell? You didn't know? There's this super famous singer, like a very traditional singer. She's called Totola Momposina. She died like yesterday, I think. It's not yesterday. Lost track of course, because of course. She died this Sunday. It tracks with my timeline. I pretty much lost my sense of time. She died this Sunday. 17. She was aged 83. 85. She died. This lady right here. I saw it on Twitter. 5 minutes of like, let's put my mind somewhere else. This lady died, and I'm like, oh my god, close his Twitter. Scheduled. Manjan schedule a bunch of shorts, so I wouldn't look like dead. I think you noticed that. You guys are like, oh my god, the shorts are back. Now because of that, I hope that the shorts don't become like a bad signal. Mari starts uploading shorts, and you're like, what happened? She's she's still very famous. I noticed. I feel like everybody noticed. There were a couple comments in the shorts being like, the shorts are back! Yippee! This week is rough. It is. I hope life is a little bit more gentle. She looks cool. She was a very cool lady. Like, very colorful. Her lyrics were really... I don't know how to explain it. Like, socially and political heavy lyrics, which is why like people loved her a lot. A woman that was very proud of being Latin American, despite all the things that comes with being Latin American. You know what I mean? A very nice lady. From the way that she talked and how she talked about things, I knew that she was a good person. She seemed very kind. Also, I listened to like 1 or 2 of her songs. The shorts made me miss you more. I'm sorry. I wanted to like show signs of being alive and not like throw everything. Also because I didn't know, you know? While I was taking my week off, I was like right in the middle of waiting. Like a little bit after doing the MRI and before, a couple of days before waiting on the results. So I was like in the middle of waiting, so I didn't know if it was gonna be 1 week. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be here. Sorry, I don't know if I'm not gonna be streaming for like 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. I don't know for how long I'm gonna be gone. So that's why we ended up scheduling shorts. I'm sorry about that. What are the songs? Have you heard the was it with Residente de Cola? Tú no puedes, na 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 na. Totola Momposina. Oh yeah, it was with Calle 13. It was with Residente. It's that super Latin America pride song. It's called literally Latino America. Calle 13 song called Latino America the lady singing in the middle. This one, babes. The lady that's singing in the middle. She's todo la momposina here at like 3:08. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. It's when she appears on the video singing. That's todo la momposina. 14 years ago. Six months. Happy 6 months. Thanks for the milk, Marie. The milk was quite literally trauma dumping. This is wild. I heard this song. Yeah, everybody has. You just don't have it in your mind all the time. But then when you hear it, everybody knows. You're like, oh wait, I've heard this song. Happy 9 months, fools. Also, Kinky, thank you so much for the super chats. By the way, thank you so much for... I feel so bad. But, like, so thankful and grateful. You guys, thank you for still supporting what you can with my project funding on Throne. And thank you for still donating in Streamlabs even though I was gone. I read Streamlabs, like, a couple days ago. I want to be honest, I only saw it once. Only once when I was completely off, but it really did help. It really did help. I also felt guilty because... Why are you throwing me money when I'm not working? But also, reading the messages kind of grounded me for like the 2 minutes that I spent reading everything. So it helped. So thank you so much for checking up on me and also just updating me with your life. Like, I've been doing this, I've been watching this, I've been la la la. Oh, I miss you. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Sending you a hug. Thank you. It helps when you're cuckoo spiraling. Raccoon! Happy 3 months. I missed you guys so much. Silly. Happy 8 months, sweetheart. Insu, happy 9 months. Is everybody just renewing their membership today? It is the 20. No, it makes sense. I came back on September 20 something. I don't know if it was 2021 or just 20. It does make sense. Everybody's just renewing their membership. Don't get scared from the most recent membership VOD. I'm usually not like that. I have like public emotional breakdowns once every... How much would you say this happens? Once every year? Is it too little? Twice a year? Well, it depends if I'm going through a horrible, distressing thing. But I think at most twice a year. I don't know, maybe more. Now that I look at 2025, it's probably more. Every other day? That's too much. I don't think so. Does this automatically translate to English? It does. No sé por qué me está traduciendo las vainas en inglés. Como si yo no fuera gringa. Once or twice a year sounds normal sometimes. She does it sometimes. Sometimes, but not most of the times. Don't worry. We're pretty chill. I work and I watch movies and sometimes we rant about stupid games. But I usually don't let this happen too much. Too often. Don't worry. I promise. Notorious happy 8 months. What the fuck? Espectacular. Happy 25 months. What a beautiful system. Qué hermoso sistema. I hate that I have to like hover over the messages to know like in what language they're like being written so I can know if I can... So I know if I can actually read it out loud. So I feel it's like so disrespectful to just read it in English. Kurama! Happy 7 months! 25 months is wild. I know what you are. And I like it. On this, welcome to the Kubamore family. Also, sorry, I didn't think that like the 50... Was it 50? Or was it 20? It was 50. Pretty being a mat woman. Like she always is. Thank you for the 50 members. Sorry, I couldn't thank them while it was happening. I was like right in the middle of the story. I was too into it. Thank you.
It was 500. Ah! How much money is that? Like, sometimes I like process every time you guys gift memberships. I'm like processing. I'm like, oh well, thank you for the 50. You're so sweet. And then like 20 minutes after, just silence. I'm like, you use how much money? Are you allowed? Are you allowed? I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Happy 21 months, Buttlers. Doo-doo! Cute name. Happy 8 months. Don't worry about it. I worry. I'll still take it, but I'm probably gonna slap you with that money. I grab your dollar, slap you with it, and put it in my wallet. Because I know that you guys like it that way too, so I guess it's fine. ¿De dónde sos? De Colombia, mi cielo. ¿Por qué hablas 3 idiomas? Because I'm cuckoo like that. Money is an imaginary concept. Don't mind us. Oh my gosh, that's another thing. Oh, I bought the running thing. What do you even call it? The running mat? It's not a mat. The running machine? I don't know. I've been working out. Today I decided to rest. I gave myself 1 resting day per week. But I've been running. Also, one thing, I am extremely out of shape. I already knew it, but the fact that reality slaps you hurts a little bit more than already knowing it. And a treadmill. I forgot that you said it. That's how you called it. Treadmill. So I've been it has like this automatic programs, you know? It can go, I think the maximum speed is like 14 It is kilometers per hour. And they have like a hello? It's about this much. Desi! But like angry kisses. like that angry chihuahua. What was he talking about? Right, the treadmill. So they have like these automatic programs, right? They have 3. Well, actually they have like 32. They have 32 programs, but they're like organized in 3 different categories. Calorie, endurance, and training. So because I'm prideful, even though I know, just turn off Streamlabs notice, I have you on my sight. Yeah, I got a smart one. Because I'm prideful like that, even though I knew that I get tired after getting to the 3rd floor, I decided to go to the training ones, which is the crazy ones. And then I was watching the graphs because it's like speed over time, and I was watching the training ones and they literally look like fucking spikes of hell, like up and down, up and down, up and down, it's like super fast the whole time. I was like, no, I can do this. Are you running or walking? I got humbled in the first 2 minutes. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not exaggerating. I was extremely humbled. I could not... I put the program that looked the easiest, and that motherfucker made me run at 10. 10 out of 14. 10 out of 14. I haven't been exercising at all this past, like, I don't know, 5 years? And I got on the treadmill and I started running 10 kilometers per hour. I was running like hell for 10 minutes and I had to stop. Because I was like, no. So I was like, I'm just gonna walk very fast. So I just set it up to 5 kilometers per hour. So it's like a very fast walk, but I walked for 50 minutes non-stop. I was like, okay, I can do this. It's not bad. I was a little bit out of breath at the end, but I was like, it's fine. It's like the pace right before you start. It's not running. What's the other word? Why do I forget words in every single language that I know? What's the point of learning so many languages if you're not speak any of them? The thing in between walking and running. What's the middle stage? How do you call that again? Jogging. Thank you very much. I just forgot how to talk. Like right before you start jogging, that's the pace where I was going for 50 minutes non-stop. So I was like, okay, this is good. Yeah, the power walk. So I did 50 minutes of that. And I've been doing that for the past 3 days. 4 days, actually. The other day, I also tried doing a calorie one. I did 20 minutes. That's better than 2 minutes, though! I was jogging at like 6. No, it was 7. 7 kilometers per hour for 20 minutes non-stop. And then I fucking died. I was like, I can't. And I got humbled. I cannot go through more than 10 minutes of an automatic program. So I'm just walking very fast. And that's all that I can do just now. And it was so humbling. And I felt so embarrassed of myself. I was like, what do you mean I cannot run for more than 2 minutes? You know how ridiculous that is? What do you mean you cannot run for more than 2 minutes non-stop? What do you mean I get tired after that? What's wrong? Does it have an incline? It does. I put it in incline a little bit. It's just a little bit though. I think it's better with a little bit more of incline because I'm a masochist like that. You have to start somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to start walking like a grandma for 50 minutes. So that's what I am doing right now for the past 4 days. Today is my rest day because I literally cannot feel my legs. I'm kidding. I'm feeling them too much. I am sore. Even though I stretch before and after. Whoever tells you that stretching helps you, it doesn't. My legs hurt like a motherfucker. Like, I already knew they were gonna hurt before I even got off bed. I've been sitting, but every time I have to stand up to go to the kitchen, it hurts having to stand from the chair. And then when you're walking, my legs tremble. And the worst part is that I feel like I'm doing so much. Like, what, 40 minutes? I did the other day 30, I did the other day 50, so I'm just gonna average it at 40. 40 minutes of like, I don't know, maybe like 10 running and then the rest of it walking very fast. And you're like, wow, I did so much. And then the treadmill tells you, you did 100 kilocalories. And I was like, wow, thanks. That's like 1/3 of a piece of bread. That's like a little bit more than a boiled egg. You're like super sweaty. I get super red, by the way. I do like 2 minutes of whatever physical activity and my face lights up. Like a bright Christmas red. That's how it works. I don't know. I'm not even like tired. I just light up. So my face is like super, my whole face is red. I am sweating buckets. I'm out of breath. And I check my treadmill and it says 150 kilocalories. And I was like, wow, good job. Maybe next time, let's not do one toast in our breakfast. Let's just eat the egg. Guys. I mean, from doing virtually nothing to 40 minutes total of running is kind of a... The thing is, I'm not doing 40 minutes of running. I did like 20 minutes of running. 30 minutes of walking. No, that was jogging. I did like 5 minutes of pure running, like heavy, like it's like, have you seen one of those pro runners in a treadmill where you cannot hold onto the handles on each side anymore because you gotta You gotta move your arms while running on the treadmill. That velocity. I was going 10 kilometers per hour. I had to take a breather like 5 times, but I did 10 minutes of that. And then I was like, I can't. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Then I was like, surely I could do jogging. Nope. Nope. You can't. You're gonna walk. You have been sitting in front of your PC streaming and playing games for way too many years. We are walking. And until you are not heavily sweating after walking, then we can start thinking about jogging. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the past 4 days. It hasn't even been a week. I have a little bit more confidence because of, you know, the horrible things that have happened in our family the past 2 weeks. I think I can keep it up this time. It's time to start thinking about treadmill streams. You guys are not gonna get annoyed at the... Like, a treadmill is so noisy. Honestly? Why not? But then again, it's gonna be embarrassing because I'm like, well, if it's fast walking, I can do it without stopping. If it's jogging, I'm like every 2-3 minutes. Like, I gotta do like 20 minutes of jogging and I have to rest every 3 minutes. It's so embarrassing. Like, I got humbled. I cannot believe I had to stop every 2-3 minutes. That's when I was like, I don't think this is my starting point. I think we need to lower the level a little bit. It does help to do it while watching TV though. The other day, I think I left for now. I think I put like I'm baby starting, and I was like, I'm just gonna work out 30 minutes. That's like nothing for people that actually work out, but leave me alone, okay? That's why nobody likes you, gym bros. You know, from doing literally zero to like 30 minutes, I was like, yeah, okay, let's start with 30 minutes. But then the other day I ended up watching TV and I ended up doing 50. And I had like, and I only noticed that it was 50 because the video that I was watching kind of ended. So I kind of, well, it was like loading the other one. I kind of looked at the screen and I was like, oh wow, okay, woohoo, I'm done. So that's why I stopped. I wasn't really stopping because I was tired. So I was like, yippee! Yeah, watching TV actually does help. I remember trying to do running sessions while watching Gundam Seed, but that fell apart so fast. You just get humbled a lot. Really do think that you can run non-stop, like run, full-on run, non-stop for like 20 minutes, for like 30 minutes. Your mind is like, yeah, and you're already struggling with the first 3 and 4. I just want to live it here in history in one of the VODs. Till someday I'm gonna be able to do one of the programs. I bought it because I wanted to do the programs, but I am so bad. My physical state is so bad currently that I cannot even use any program at all. I just need to walk. That is so embarrassing. I cannot even use the things that I bought it for in the first place. Sometimes I watch your streams while running, it actually helps. Everybody's just so much more healthy than me, guys. You guys should be my role model. I do podcasts for my daily workout just to have a screen break. It really does help a lot. I was watching Jiangxi Xiaoge, the Chinese lady living in like her little town, cooking everything, but she sometimes uploads like 1 to 2 hour videos of like it's like a recompilation of like cooking videos depending on the season. So I was just watching because it's so calming. I don't know any workout. My work is tiring enough. I will say I'm this lady. I'm this lady that goes to the gym one day and I immediately looks at her body in the mirror. But at least mentally, those annoying gym people that keep on talking about how good it is to actually exercise, they're not lying, and I hate it. It actually does help. Like, at least in the mental side. Not sure about the body one. I've only been working out for technically 4 days. So I don't think that's enough. I wish it was. Day 1 steps off the treadmill. Looks at myself in the mirror. Literally.
Remember to hydrate and also replenish salts and minerals? Those are lost to when exercising? Oh, yeah, I haven't been paying attention to salts and minerals. I just drink water. What else should I drink? Gatorade?
Is that good? Does that have sugar? I don't know.
Thank you, Daz. Thank you, Kinky. When Marie does workout streams, we should all work out with her. It'll be buffest como mores.
I just need to go back to normal weight. Could I learn to exercise through cramps and pains too? I should, but I'm still baby. I did that yesterday. And I actually did, you know, it hurt a little bit, but then the more you warm up, the less you hurt. And then during the actual workout, it doesn't hurt. But I think it's because I worked out through the pain that today has probably been the worst one of them all. So I was like, I mean, I set to only rest for 1 day. I'm gonna be working out. That's my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but this is my plan. Come on, Morris, listen. I said I'm gonna work out 6 days of the week out of 7. And I'm gonna rest for 1 day. It can be whenever I want, but just one per week. And I'm gonna do, instead of crazy workouts, I'm gonna be kind with myself, and I'm only gonna do 30 minutes daily. 30 minutes seem very nice and decent so far, right? Marie working out? I know! It's been 3 days.
I've always hated the gym. Worst ways to work out for me. It's just too boring. Martial arts from
whatever makes you move, I guess. Let's do 20 minutes now. No, today's my rest day. My mommy actually told me that I needed to work out for like at least 50. But I was like, let me be kind with myself and start 30 this week. And maybe if I can do more, I'm gonna slowly up it.
Take it with care because going full from 0 to almost every day can hurt you. I'm resting today.
Does that mean she's gonna do Wii Sports once I get the Wii back from my shitty ass? What is he to me again? He's the baby of a cousin. I don't know what I am to him. I am not turning into a gym bro. I'm eating chicken soup with a half an arepa today. I cannot believe I'm doing half an arepa instead of 1. That's how serious I am. Let's see how long I last, but for some reason this feels different. When life gives you trauma, you kind of get a really strong motivation. I'm in that stage right now. I put more chicken in there, and I cut the arepa in half instead of eating 1 with the soup. I put 1 egg in the soup too. I'm gonna work out every day like every other day. My plan in my mind is to work out 6 days of the week out of 7. I can rest 1 day whenever I want. It doesn't have to be the same day every week, but I should be walking. If I'm feeling really tired, let's just walk for 30 minutes, but like do it. Maybe not like fast-paced walking, crazy walking like I usually do, like I've been doing, but just like 4 kilometers per hour is like a nice slow pace of walking, but at least just walk. Do something. Get yourself on the treadmill. I did that, just walk around the block. Listen, that was also my plan. But my papi said that it was better for me to buy the treadmill because I tend to like to work out at nights. And that's actually, that's a pattern that I literally worked out yesterday at 11 p.m. And the other day I also worked out at 7. And the thing is, I don't want to get stabbed. Or robbed. Or who knows what else. So my puppy was just like, just work out in the house. If you want to run, buy yourself a treadmill. I don't want you running around in the neighborhood at 11 p.m. alone. And I was like, okay. Okay, definitely treadmill. It's been a long time coming to purchase those stationary bikes. Oh my god, mommy has one. Mommy also has how do you call those? It's like you move your legs and your arms at the same time. My brother told me to buy that one instead because you burn more calories with that one. But the thing is, I told my brother I don't quite like it. I don't know, something about it just doesn't... I don't know, I don't think it's a scooter. I forgot the name of that thing. Yeah, the elliptical thing. Yes. She has that and she has a bike. Like very, very old ones. I'm talking about like 15 plus 15 years question mark old gym thingies. She has an elliptical and my brother told me that by doing the same 30 minutes in an elliptical you technically burn more calories. But I was like, I don't like it. I've been trying to like it, but I don't like it. I was like, I don't... And one thing that I had clear was, I think it's more important to be consistent rather than focusing on what burns more. At the end of the day, you burn more if you walk every day than if you use the elliptical every 4 days or something. So I was like, no, I think I just want to walk and run and jog. I hope my neighbors don't hate me because I was running. I was running at like 9 p.m. the other day. I hope they don't actually hear it like. Yeah, they already hate me anyways. Fuck them. Mimi's not the one doing noise anymore. You have an old-ass elliptical bike too? Yeah, my parents have both of them. They're horrible. I don't like them. But I mean, it works out for them. My brother also has that one thing. He's like a silent gym bro, but not really. I don't know. He's like too technical with everything. He has one of those things that you kind of just like hang up on the frame of the door to like hang, and you can like pull yourself up and like do back exercises and stuff. He has that one too. He was like, you can buy that one. Yeah, it's like a fancy pull-up bar. I was like, are you listening? Are you... Sometimes I stream for 10 hours. You're asking me to do pull-ups in a pull-up bar? Are you listening to yourself? You're trying to sell the idea of exercising every day to me, and you're telling me to buy a pull-up bar for somebody that's going from streaming 10 hours a day to doing something. You gotta be kidding me. I just realized that I cannot run for more than 2 minutes straight. Are you kidding me? He was obviously kidding, but it was so annoying. He was obviously poking fun at me. Doing actual proper pull-ups is actually pretty hard. Like, yeah, it is. But my big brother does them. He's also a big fan of the elliptical. 2 minutes? I only lasted 2 minutes running. Like, running with my full strength. 10 kilometers per hour running with my tiny feet of a tiny 150 centimeter person. Every time that you guys walk, you take one step and I have to take two, maybe three. So I was like living my life on the treadmill while running. It was like running type of berries going after me running. I only did that for 2 minutes and I was dead. How do people do it for 30 minutes non-stop? They're wild. I gotta become Ronaldo. Either that or a K-pop idol. Those motherfuckers jog for 15 minutes while singing. No joke in there. Actual workout. My hat is off. What is a faster walking pace? You and me would probably have the same pace. I'm gonna have Ronaldo legs. Oh my god. Have you seen those people? It's either that or the SpongeBob meme of like the upper half of your body looking whatever, and then you show your legs and they're like all buffy and muscly. I'm gonna become that. Yeah, where's the SpongeBob legs? Oh my god, I found it. Why is it a GIF? Oh, you just need a PNG. Why is it a GIF? Let me just save this like low quality JPEG. Me after 4 days of using a treadmill. Me day 4 steps off the treadmill and it immediately goes like this. Oh my god. Does this actually happen? No, right? The body just takes from whatever. It doesn't have to be only from your legs. Maybe when you're toning them, but if it's like fat, your body just takes from wherever. Yeah, I'm gonna be having very toned legs and noodle arms. Just how I like it. Crazy stream. That's a crazy fail. He looks like a rugby kicker. Thank you. Thank you. Why did they translate yabai from thank you? They saw your inner thoughts. The translation from chat is just calling you out in your inner feelings. That yabai actually meant tasukaru. That's the Rock Lee build. You know what I was thinking also? Maybe those days when I'm like really tired of my legs, maybe I should do like Pilates or something. I'm not ironically a Pilates girl. I was. An unironic Pilates girl. My mommy's a Pilates mommy. She actually has a better body than me. Oh my god, the other thing, we're joking about that now that like the stress was like down, pretty much disappeared, was when my mommy got the MRI results and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they calculate it. I don't really know the science behind it, but they told her that she had a 30-year-old person's skeleton. And ever since they told her that, nobody has been able to take her off that cloud. I mean, she deserves it. The last 3 weeks were horrible for the family, especially for her. So let her enjoy that data that she was given at the hospital. And now everybody, that's great. I know. Now, the thing is, everybody was like happy for that. But like after they get happy, all of my family members, all of them have always said, like, they immediately turn to me. They go like, your mom probably has a better skeleton than me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm at that point when I'm not even like joking back at it or laughing or getting mad. I'm like, no, yeah, I'm like 90% sure that She does. I'm pretty sure that she probably does. I don't even want to get an MRI to check. She probably has a better skeleton than me. That's a good compliment. Yeah, she's been over the clouds ever since they told her that she has a 30-year-old person's skeleton. Gonna start drinking more milk, but I am the milk drinker. I brought milk to the stream. I am the milk drinker. Mommy doesn't even drink milk. She drinks almond milk. It's not even real milk. Yeah, and my yogurt. What about... No, mommy probably eats more yogurt than me, which is kind of wild because I inhale 1 liter of Greek yogurt every week, which is already kind of wild. If all of you guys like sit down and think about like the size of the jar that contains 1 liter of Greek yogurt, and that's the amount that I eat weekly. You also need vitamin D. Well, that makes sense. Last time, which was probably last year, or probably in 2024, I don't remember when I last took those exams, I was an 8. I think 12 is like the minimum of like very low, and below 12 was like, you're fucking dying. Like, you need your vitamin D levels up ASAP. Yeah, my vitamin D levels were super low. We actually went there because I was getting sick a lot, and the doctor also told me that I needed to get that up for my defenses. I got it up after like a month and a half with the meds to 12, but I kind of stopped taking them because I keep kind of forgetting about it, even though mommy always nags me about it. Yeah, I did get supplements for it, and they actually worked really well because I went from 8 to 12 in like a month and a half, which is like pretty hard because vitamin D levels are really hard to get up. I just stopped taking them after that. Even though mommy always yells at me pretty much like weekly for me to take my meds, but I never do because I forget. That was probably a year and a half ago. But it's slow. That's the update that I wanted to give you guys. That happened the past 3 weeks, but it kind of tells what I was doing the last week. I wanted to get everybody on the same page. Everything's okay now. I'm in a much better place right now. In a way much better place right now. I can actually sit down. I didn't open Discord for like... I opened Discord today. And now we can go back to Silent Hill and deal with someone else's trauma, pretty much. Now I just need to like get updates on my cousin, but right now she's stable. So far she's okay. My body is working correctly right now. I want to keep on working out, but also I can't wait to go back to work. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow. Do you want Woolwa or do you want Silent Hill? I'm saying Silent Hill. My body's telling me Silent Hill, but I mean, if I go back to Woolwa, it's not like I might either. Should probably do a poll. Give me a second. I'm probably not gonna have a schedule for it this week. Not sure about next week, but I'm gonna stream. Don't worry about it. Okay. Put the memory card to work. Oh my god, yes, I bought it and then I didn't play Silent Hill for like the next almost 3 weeks, no? To attract weirdos with Wuwa. The thing is, I'm unironically liking Wuwa. I am becoming one of the weirdos. So like I'm unironically liking Wuwa. What do I do about it? Like, remember when I said I was not gonna play any more gacha? Isn't this part 7 or Wuwa or something? Bro, why? I'm curious about the story. Unironically. Like, it's finally getting to something. I'm like, ooh. I'm sorry. Also, the girls are really cute. My Wuwa friend insists 3.3 was a really satisfying end to a long story arc. Yeah, Wuwa players always keep on telling me to play. It's like, keep on playing. That's what everybody says from the very start. You gotta keep on playing. It gets better. You gotta. I'm swear to God, I promise you, keep on playing. I promise you, the good things happen after. I don't think they're lying, but the story from the previous episode did get me a little bit more interested than what I was before. Also, the current team that I have is very aesthetically pleasing to my eye. So I'm very happy. I really have a really bad predisposition towards gacha players. Please don't hate me. I promise I won't spam Wuwa every day. That was Final Fantasy. I think right now my spamming game currently is Xenoblade. The most important reason, my team is cute and sexy and handsome. You were meant to bring balance to the gacha, not to join them. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep myself sane with a little bit of Silent Hill, a little bit of Xenoblade on the side. My love for JRPGs is still there, I promise. You don't spam Final Fantasy 14, so it's okay, because I haven't even started Final Fantasy 14. If we touch Final Fantasy again, which is not gonna happen anytime soon, because I'm hands on board on the Xenoblade boat, I'm probably gonna go straight to Final Fantasy 13. Keeping yourself sane with Silent Hill is a wild sentence. I want you to let that sink in and try to imagine how horrible my last 3 weeks have been. For me to say that. For me to find comfort in going back to Silent Hill. Welcome back. Good morning. Silent Hill and Wuwa were the two dualists of Mari. Well, the past stream was Xenoblade. I was wondering about Xenoblade, but I was like, well, technically, yes, the stream was like almost 2 weeks ago, but it was Xenoblade. So... Never touch it. You guys are such haters. Don't say that, or I will want to touch it. Is this... What's that one psychology when you tell somebody the opposite thing? Inverse psychology? I don't know. Is that what you try to do to me? So I actually start Final Fantasy 14? Final Fantasy 14 sucks. Don't touch it. Me. Reverse psychology. Me. Oof. But I really, really, really want to touch it. I feel like a weight got lifted off my shoulders. I think I did the correct thing of being a little bit open with you guys and telling you what was up. Getting a little bit emotional, but getting everybody on the same page. I think it was the correct decision for me. Anyways, I feel like something lifted off my shoulders. Now I can like giggle. I've been telling you to play without streaming for months. I won't be able to play offline any other games aside from Apex currently. I can't believe. I can't believe! Cause I actually need to sit down and get stuff done. But I also want to go back to streaming, so Silent Hill, I guess it is tomorrow. Just hoping everything's just gonna get better from you from this point because you need it. I really do. I really hope so as well. I want life to give me a break. They already gave me a lesson. I'm probably not gonna learn from it immediately because it's like self-regulation and like panic situations in the family. But I already got the memo. Just let me work on it slowly. Can you be a little bit more kind? The next couple of... I want to say years. Is that too greedy? I got the memo. Can you chill for a little bit? When will you ever stream ranked? Ranked? When will I ever stream Apex Legends again? Maybe if I play with somebody. I feel like if I solo it, I get embarrassed. I get embarrassed because people are probably... Oh my god, did I die? Did the stream die? No. I'm worried because I'm already seeing a lot of people in my tail already saying that their OBS have been crashing again because of a recent Windows update, but no, it didn't. Whew, so far so good. Maybe it's the blue-haired guy. I don't think he's playing Apex right now. He had like a 2-week Apex. I'm back to Apex and I'm having so much fun in Apex, and he's back to LOL. He's back to League. I think if I ask him, he's probably gonna say yes. But right now... I'm having him work on something else. So he's someone like YesStyle. I wanna rank with a couple girlies mutuals that I have on Twitter. I played with a couple of them like maybe like once or twice. I've seen his streams on my recos and he was League. He's been playing a lot of League recently. Yeah, I've been judging too, but what can you do? Do we know these mutuals? Like, thank you guys. I think I've shown them before, but it was probably like once. And only once, so you probably don't remember them much. But they're also currently plat. Also, I've heard news. I'm not sure if it's actually real or not. That people... I don't think it's currently being enforced right now because I've been seeing another one of my friends ranking. Did he reach Pred already or did he reach Masters? I'm not sure. But he's ranking with a couple friends. I think he's Masters already. I'm not sure. I saw somewhere on Twitter that Apex was thinking, or maybe they were gonna do that soon, of like not letting people rank with teams like from Diamond up, which I find extremely stupid. It's like their game finally became fun again and they're shooting themselves on the foot for no damn reason. I hope it doesn't actually go through. Yeah, I understand why they would want to restrict rank somehow, but this how is extremely stupid and dumb, and they're shooting themselves on the foot, and I hope it doesn't actually go through. I don't think that's the solution. I think everybody will hate them if they actually do that. So I hope it doesn't actually happen. So crossing fingers, because I want to actually team up with somebody once I get to Diamond. That's the if anything, I want to be weak and start teaming up with somebody right now in Plat. But if that's what I actually want to team up with friends from Diamond upwards, because who the fuck would want to solo rank? Like, nobody actually does it for fun or to prove something. You don't prove shit by solo ranking. Is that how they prevent? They were talking about preventing Smurf that way, but isn't that very stupid? I don't think that's a very smart solution, if they could even call it that way. We are gonna prevent Smurfing by not making this a multiplayer. I don't know. They're kind of stupid. Now they're just gonna solo Smurf. Now instead of multi-Smurfing, they're just gonna solo Smurf. Voila. One of the things that they changed recently that I like in theory, but me personally haven't felt it, is the whole, like, if you're solo ranking, they match you with like slightly lower level people, slightly lower level lobby, slightly, like right now I haven't felt the difference at all because I have masters in my rank right now. Sorry, let me pull myself together again. I see a lot of people with their master badges in my current rank. So I haven't felt the whole, if you're soloing, you get easier lobbies. I haven't felt it, but in theory they're currently doing that, which I find great. I thought it's an anti-team type of change for catering to solo queuers. They need to stop that bullshit. The one Pret stacks stomping diamond lobbies, but it's pretty heavy-handed. Well, then fix the mixing pooling system. Let the Pred stacks, let the Pred team stack happen, but put them with other Preds or masters in a master lobby. And if they don't find a lobby, too bad. I'm sorry, let me just say that. Too bad for you. I do think that no Pret should be in gold and plat lobbies. Like, sucks to be that good. Get the fuck off gold lobbies because that's just stupid. Like... You're a master, so it's not the same. I am not masters. I am like diamond 4. Diamond 4 when sweaty. Plat 2 when playing off stream every couple of days. I don't know how matchmaking. Yeah, maybe just somehow fix a little bit of that matchmaking, cause I was seeing masters when I was gold 2, which I was like question mark. Like, I guess it's either, I don't know, I really didn't really understand, because they were not washed up masters. They were like, I haven't touched ranked in like 2 seasons, and that's why I'm in gold again. And like the champion squads sometimes were like a random solo and like 2 masters. But like, you know how you can put badges? They had like the 3 consecutive master badges, the shiny ones. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing in this lobby? When I was trying to climb back up to plat, I was like, what the fuck are these people doing in the lobby? Get them off! It was kind of stupid. And it happened so frequent, like 7 out of 10 matches. Get good or fucking die. I haven't seen a Pret yet though. But I did see my friend that was a couple of days ago ranking with friends. They were in diamond. They had a bunch of Preds in their lobbies. So like, it just gets worse, I guess. They were like diamond 4? No, they were like diamond 3, diamond 2. And they were like crying because the lobby was just full of Preds. I was like, what the fuck? So you're in Elo Hella right now. Oh yeah. No, I feel I'm gonna be honest with you, Plat 2 and above is when it gets decent. I feel the rage is... Well, I don't know. Let's say Diamond 3. I feel Plat 3 and Gold 2, between that, is probably hell because you either get really good matches with like master people, which I've been enjoying those a lot because they usually take the lead, the IGL, and that's when I usually either get the champion or get like second place and we get like 2k damage and it's very enjoyable. You get motherfuckers that do 50 damage and yell at you. So that it's really annoying. I'm currently playing in Japanese lobbies though. At least they don't insult you. I haven't really gotten insulted in Japanese. I discovered recently that I have a higher percentage of championship when I go to the Japanese lobbies. And they're not annoying. Last three matches were pretty wild. I say I was carried, but I also did 2k damage, which felt amazing. It's pretty much carried by Chinese players. and it was really funny because I think it was duo. It was like Chinese duos, and they would like voice call each other, and I would not understand a single thing they were saying, but they would say like one word in English repeatedly. I guess they knew by my name, mariiefd, so they just decided to like give me one English word. They're like, come on, and I was like, oh, okay. That was their IGL for me, but it surprisingly worked out so good. What servers are you on? Japan. I'm getting 110 ping. You guys are probably gonna be like, that's so much. Shut up. That's my usual ping everywhere. Like, maybe I get like a 2-digit ping in American servers for like 1 minute. And I'm like, oh wow. I'm already used to playing with 150, 190. It's fine. That's their code for go. Yeah, just come on. Just... And I'm like, okay. At least it's not 200. Even if it's above 200, I still think it's very much playable. As long as it keeps under 250. If it gets close to 300, that's becomes a little bit annoying. I have to get used to it. But right now, my Japan ping is in like 190, 150 sometimes. It's fine. Very much doable. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. Also, I get to practice my Japanese since I'm not speaking Japanese that much. Well, texting, I do text quite a lot in Japanese, but not really talking. I'm not really talking, I'm just listening to commands in Japanese, but also it does help me. I think 100 is playable for Apex. 100? 100? I say 200 is playable for Apex. Yeah. 100 is like baby smooth. So 100 is still completely doable in Apex. You just need to get used to it. But you get used to it after a couple matches. It's not something extremely hard. Alright, I ended up talking about Apex. I'm gonna leave it here for today. So I can sit down and eat my very heavily protein gym bro chicken soup. Thank you for coming here and listening to me. Thank you for... Oh my gosh, I keep on being emotional every time that I end stream, but it feels nice. I really did feel a weight off my shoulders. Like I was... Before, a couple days before and even before stream and in the waiting screen, I was just juggling. I was like, do I tell them? I feel like I have to. I feel like I have to, but like how much? No, but it felt great. Hopefully you guys understand a little bit more in the mental space where I was at. And why the schedule happened and why the little break happened and why I was a little bit off the last days before resting for a little bit. I'm sorry for making you worry. I knew that's why I felt like the need to say it, because I knew that I was making you guys worry. So just thank you for being so understanding and being so open and just listening and sitting down. Thank you for also letting me just be ready. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, it was nothing. It was just 1 week. It was more in my mind, but in terms of streaming, thankfully it was only 1 week and that's all that we needed. So I'm just very thankful right now. Get to have mommy for many, many, many more years. Knock on wood. I'll see you tomorrow. And Paul. Silent Hill it is. I'll put the waiting room up. As soon as I finish the stream, I'm just gonna put it up because I'm pretty sure that I left it private. Like the waiting room was already ready. So, finish the stream. I see you tomorrow on the same hour. This week, no schedule, but I'm like 95% sure that I will stream every day for the rest of the days of this week. If nothing horrible happens, if no surprise, kinder surprise happens in life, it's gonna be back to normal. And then depending on my workload, that's all depending on the workload rather than private life. We'll see if we create a schedule for next week. But we'll see. But there will be streams, I promise. In my restless dreams, I see that streamer. In our regards to your mom, I will! Do you want to compliment her 30-year-old skeleton? My chat complimented your 30-year-old skeleton. They say they're really proud. And that you probably have a better figure than them. Yeah, mommy, you probably have a better figure than all of us. Anyways. She's right now like that, guys. See you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being so lovely and loving. Can you tell her she's awesome from us? Of course! Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. It's Marie!